Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Wise Tips. Thanks so much for joining us here today. I am with, of course, Eduardo as normal, but we also have another guest on today. We have Taylor. So Taylor is actually a new member to the Wise Option team. So we thought we'd go ahead and kind of inundate her into our normal weekly routine here. And I know we did an announcement post. I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago, Eduardo.
I think it was, yes.
It's all blending together now. But we went ahead and did a little welcome post. So some of you may have seen that. But we also want to just take this opportunity, introduce her, get her talking. And again, we're going to try and keep this short today. But today we're mostly going to be talking about some exciting changes, including, of course, hiring on a new team member here. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Taylor.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Taylor. Welcome to the team. And Taylor, it's my understanding that you have a bachelor's in animal science, right?
Yes, I have a bachelor in animal science, production industry focused from Texas A&M.
All right, this is a good deal. So I think I'm the only one who doesn't understand a thing about animals. So, I'm getting lost here, guys.
Well, but that's okay. I mean, someone has to, right? I mean, like you do have to be the one. I mean, that's why Wise Option is the way it was, right? It can't just be run by a bunch of horse people. We wouldn't get anything done. Like coming from a horse person.
No preconceived ideas. So we try to be as eclectic as possible with our thing. But the reason Taylor is coming, of course, it's a hard job to, put the message out there. So I take my hat to you, Taylor. It's hard preaching, and broadcasting a new product. I bet that there's a bunch of those on the road, right? Have you experienced some of those already?
Yeah, it's definitely been a new type of challenge. In my first handful of jobs when I was in college and stuff like that, it's a lot more hands-on with the animals and, bumps in the road are very different when it comes to working with cattle and working with people. And so, got to handle it a little bit differently.
Because sometimes it's a toss-up.
Yeah, so sometimes it's a toss-up. You can't really, push people through a chute like you can cows and horses. But it's been a challenge, but it's something that I'm excited to work through. There's a lot of people that could really use Wise Option, could really utilize it for their practice. I think it could really make a difference. So it's all about getting the message out to those people and letting them know that we're here to help and that we do want to improve their business and we want to make things better for them.
Yeah. And I think that we are coming to a perfect time that you're joining the team. Everybody out there, especially the reproduction facilities, this is the time because we're, heading towards breeding season. So if you guys, are ready or not, nobody it's ever ready for a breeding season. It's rough. But with, talk to Taylor. Very, very hard to catch her, Taylor at wiseoption.com. I think that's a very hard address to have. But it's time. I think, Taylor, one of our requests for you just to make official, since we are putting to the public, it's that you bring our message out there, that we are our spirit here is to help, and we are really strong believers that we are giving you tools that will make people out there life's way easier with a software that can do the repetitive tasks. I know for a fact that it's not an easy task to be knocking doors and talking to people and offering products. However, it's very fulfilling when you see the full cycles, when we turn the corner and we see people actually experiencing the benefits that we can bring to them. I'm very excited for you and eager to see the days when you're going to be experiencing those things that Rachel and I already had the opportunity to do. Right, Rachel? You were in the beginning struggling a lot with those two.
Well, and I feel so lucky too. Like kind of we were talking about a little bit this morning, right? Like I feel so lucky in that, like, not only did, I got to do some of the sales stuff, which to be honest, I'd never done before in my life until that point. And that was something that, like, to come on and to learn that process and those techniques, but then also to be so inundated with the support side, right? And the implementation, which, as you know, that's my heart and soul right there. But as we go through in that process and being able to see both sides, right? And going all the way from start, that first phone call or that first interaction there, and really starting to learn about someone's business all the way through actually like, hey, they have Wise Option, getting it set up for them, and being able to go through that whole process at the very end. And especially my favorite part is when I get people that go, why haven't I done this sooner? Like, I cannot believe I waited so long to have something like this, like to actually, have something that's so inundated and a part of their team. I mean, we say it all the time, right? But I mean, we really want to be a part of people's teams. I mean, that's the way that we view our software. It's not just a software. It's not something that sits on the computer and you kind of touch every once in a while and say, oh, I do that because I have to. No, you do that because it's a part of your team. It's a part of your business. And that's the way that, we treat each other here internally. And that's the same way that we want to, work with all of our users as well.
True. And one thing is for a fact, Rachel and I were getting swamped, and you're coming such a great moment, Taylor, because it's the core of the company. Of course, the main target of our company is to primarily take care of our people. But of course, we want to broadcast the good things. So if you guys are already Wise Option users and would like to share with us, some of the names out there of people that can make us even stronger, we're in a very good path. It seems that it's like I used to say, bad news goes real fast out there, but that doesn't mean that good news doesn't walk. It's not as fast as bad news. But apparently the reputation of our work, and I hopefully, Taylor, I think you're going to have a good foundation for you to spread the word, especially with the amazing crowd that we have utilizing the system today. I will not put you in the spot very much today, and because, of course, you're still having a grasp of where we are, and you pretty much just grabbed your parachute and you ended up here with us. But just to give you a warm welcome and say that we know that's going to be a hard task to have some of the folks out there to give you the time to explain all the benefits that we can bring to the table and make their bottom line more profitable, more efficient. And I'm getting so tired about this word efficiency. We have to find another vocabulary for this. Efficiency. It is true. But we're talking about business. Is a return on your investment. We are not asking, we don't want you to, the message, Taylor, I think it's to help us to show people in a different ways. Maybe you have a sweet touch that I'm sometimes too rough to say this, but at the end of the day, it's not looking at software as expense. It's not an expense, it's an investment. And like any other investment, we must bring you return. And we truly believe we have seen concrete cases of people really tangible benefits of this investment returning in multiple scales. So welcome to the team. I know that you're still in the learning process. You're catching out there. But if you guys out there want to give Taylor a chance and schedule some meetings, she's going to show we are having amazing incentives right now. Still promotions going on, and especially for the breeding season, reproduction. If you are in large hospitals, we are also with nice packages for the hospitals as well, mobile vets, as you guys know. But Taylor, I will just open the mic for you to a final statement, if you would. But just this meeting would be more to give you a welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. My last 2 jobs were in reproductive physiology. I know the pain of breeding season. I understand the struggles that, all these facilities are going to go through in the coming months. And I'm really looking forward to giving them this resource that can really lighten the load on them. Breeding season isn't easy for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're breeding 2 mares or 200 mares. It's difficult for everybody, and being able to have Wise Option to help them out, I think will really lighten the load for them and make their practice run better, make them happier.
It could not have been a better close, in my opinion, Rachel.
I think so too. And I'm a little jealous, I have to say, because Eduardo, you were not this nice to me. You were not this nice.
Oh, come on.
I mean, come on. I think I got like a 45-minute grilling session when I signed on.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
So what happened, Taylor, was that I was one of our first Wise Tips, and I said, we had something planned, and I said, Rachel, why don't I interview you? And
literally,
what?
like we
it
got
was
on.
Totally out of the blue.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I saved the hot seat.
Yeah, here we go. We'll save it. We're gonna just do incremental hot seats with you, so be aware. So you're gonna continue to be on these Wise Tips here, so y'all will see much more of Taylor. as we go through here. I know a lot of our current users and even some of the people that we're currently talking to as well have already met with Taylor. But if you haven't already, you will probably see her here in the next coming weeks. But thank you all so much for everyone who came in and joined on. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And as always, let us know if you have any questions and tell someone about us later.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.